Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my daily video blog. We are on day 11 of the blog, and it is my 55th day of social distancing. Somehow those are just very satisfying numbers for the part of me that still remembers being a math major. 11, 55. Very good. Again today, we'll announce what day it is. In addition to that big daily announcement every day, I remind you about the Community of Christ Daily Prayer for Peace Country of the Day. I share a book recommendation from our 13-year-old Tiona. And finally, I tell you about a daily check-in with someone from somewhere in the world. Today's Daily Prayer for Peace Country is French Polynesia, which, is kind of why I guess I'm wearing a Polynesian shirt today. Laura and Eliza and I moved to French Polynesia in April of 2000 and lived there until July of 2004. Eliza was 2 when we moved down there and 6 when we moved away, and I would need years of daily video blogs to even try to do justice to describing the wonderful people and culture and all-around beauty of Tahiti. Today, I'll be praying for French Polynesia as our daily prayer for peace country of the day. But this is for sure one of those places that makes it far more than academic for me when I say that there's a world out there. Living in Tahiti changed me forever. I can no longer feel like I'm the citizen of just one country. The generous spirit of Tahiti taught me that the vision of the kingdom of God, where we're all family together in one spirit, needs to be real. I invite you to remember French Polynesia today and to remember that there's a world out there. Today, Tiona has another book recommendation for us. The book is called The War Outside. That's The War Outside by Monica Hess, published in 2018 by Little Brown and Company. Tiona says, this is a historical fiction book that takes place in World War II. Haruko is one of the main characters, and she is Japanese American. The other main character is named Margot and is German American. Both of these two are in an internment camp in Crystal City, Texas. Most people usually stay on their own side of the camp, but during a dust storm one day, Haruko accidentally ends up on Margot's side. They become friends. Also, Haruko's older brother is a soldier in the army. The end is really sad though, so, as Tiona says, that would be the only reason not to read this book. I first read this book, says Tiona, last year, and then I recommended it to my book club. They really liked it. Tiona also says that for a full 2 weeks, I carried this book around in my backpack, reading it whenever I could. At the end of 2 weeks, I had read it like 2 or 3 times through. That's how much I liked it, that I kept rereading it. Tiona says normally, even if I really like a book, I would leave at least a week or 2 or a month before rereading it. It's time for my daily check-in with someone from somewhere in the world. I serve in my work with Community of Christ. I've already shared with you about people from quite a few places, but the one country in my area of responsibility that we haven't talked about yet is Jamaica. So yesterday, I had a nice visit with Haldane Robinson of Shudley, Jamaica. Haldane is an elder and prominent leader in the very vibrant Shudley congregation of Community of Christ. Shudley is an agricultural community in a hilly area between Mandeville and Christiana, heading up into what they call the Alps of Jamaica. When he and I talked yesterday evening, he was just back from sowing carrots on a farm that he leases. The farm is about 3/4 of an acre in size. The pandemic, Haldane was telling me, has been doubly tough on people in Jamaica because there's also been a horrible drought there since the start of the year. Finally, this last week, it's rained a couple of times. So today was a good time to hire a tractor. They plowed and planted at the same time. The carrots are now planted, and after a while he'll plant some sweet potatoes. Haldane always strikes me as a wise and steady church leader in a congregation that is quite charismatic and dynamic. The worship there will knock your socks off. The last time I was there, and I think the first time I've ever preached at the Shudley congregation, it was quite an experience. The drummer in the band was so exuberant that he broke a drumstick while playing for the morning worship time. With the start of social distancing, they limited their 2 90-minute worship services on Sunday to 10 people at each one. And then with the government requiring that everyone wear a mask, it became doubtful as to whether or not they would or would not still keep having services. Last week, Haldane was able to coordinate some oblation support in collaboration with Field Bishop Moana Fa'ana. And as a result, they were able to help 110 families with food packets. Each packet contained rice, flour, cornmeal, oats, noodles, cooking oil, sugar, and coconut powder. Enough food for a few nights of dinner. Haldane was telling me that the government is providing assistance to the elderly and to people who have become unemployed as a result of the pandemic. But there are always people who fall through the gaps. It was good to hear that Haldane has now been hired back to his job at the Juicy Patty plant. Juicy Patties is a fast food chain in Jamaica. And if you've been to Jamaica, I bet you've eaten some Juicy Patties. Haldane has worked for Juicy Patties for quite a while, but he was furloughed by the plant at the start of the pandemic when they laid off 50% of the workforce, but later was given the chance to come back to work for reduced pay. So he accepted. It was good to hear Haldane's voice. I was supposed to travel to Jamaica in 2 weeks for our Mission Center conference, but that won't be possible now. We'll have to reschedule for a later date. I'll post some pictures in the comments about the food distribution effort and a little video of the plowing and carrot planting. Please keep Brother Haldane and the Chudley Community of Christ in your prayers. Well, it's time for our big daily announcement. I'm looking forward to getting to Shudley again sometime soon once we're able to travel safely. But for now, we will announce what you've all been waiting for, what day it is today. Are you ready? Here we go. Da 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 da. Now in this moment, now in this day, but the question is, what day is today? Wait for it. Today is Sunday.
Yay, Sunday!
Yay, Sunday. How does your Sunday look today? I hope you're able to have some Sabbath time, even as there are many online options for us on a typical Sunday. Today, I'm planning to bring greetings to the Dominican Republic, Mexico, Texas Mission Center's joint Zoom worship at 10 a.m. I'm offering the invocation at the Beyond the Walls Inclusive Church online service at 11 a.m. I plan to watch at least some of the Edmonton live service at noon, and then to bring the communion message to the Sharing Love in Mission congregation online gathering at 1 p.m. I actually hope that you're not squeezing in as many Sunday gatherings as that. I know there are many things out there that you can do, but there really are no achievement awards for the most Sunday online gatherings attended. I do hope you get some rest and that you have a meaningful Sunday. Okay, well, I'm not going to keep you much longer than that. I'm hoping to be back again tomorrow with another What Day is Today video blog. Again tomorrow, I'll remind you of the daily prayer for peace country of the day. Tiona will have another book recommendation. And I'm looking forward to reporting on another check-in with another person to update you on how they're doing. Be sure to tune in today at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time to Community of Christ on Facebook Live to see the Daily Prayer for Peace worship. Apostle Catherine Mambwe is leading that today from her home in Zambia. I will put a link to the Community of Christ Facebook page in the description. That's at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I think it would be really fun to have Catherine from Zambia shatter all previous records for the number of viewers of a Facebook Live Prayer for Peace broadcast. So invite your friends. Okay, so I'm signing off for now from my home in Independence, Missouri. Please, until tomorrow, remember to breathe.